As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now.
She can't tolerate him. I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given.
If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
100 million lawsuit that could change the media landscape forever. This isn't just about money. It's about reputation, privacy, and the future of free speech. The stakes are sky high, and the outcome could send shockwaves through the worlds of media and entertainment. But what exactly sparked this legal firestorm? Let's dive in. Melania, known for her quiet elegance and reserved demeanor, has rarely been one to engage in public feuds. But this time, she's making an exception. And it's a big one. With $100 million on the line, this lawsuit isn't just a legal battle, it's a statement. A statement that says falsehoods and harmful gossip won't go unchallenged. But what did The View say that pushed her to this extreme? Let's break it down.
As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies. And I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She destroyed the rose garden. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him. I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly. That's why I say allegedly.
I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
It all started with a fiery episode of The View, where the hosts didn't hold back on their opinions about Melania Trump. One host went so far as to claim that Melania wasn't just unhappy as First Lady, she allegedly despised her role and even her marriage to Donald Trump. These weren't just offhand remarks. They were explosive accusations that struck a nerve. Comments like, she doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him, and she can't tolerate him, left viewers stunned. But for Melania, this wasn't just gossip. It was a direct attack on her character. The hosts didn't stop there. They criticized everything from her redesign of the White House decor to her approach to Christmas traditions, painting her as resentful and unhappy in her role. But here's the kicker. These remarks weren't just personal, they were public. Millions of viewers heard them, and the fallout was immediate. For someone as private as Melania, this was a bridge too far, and she wasn't about to let it slide.
So, Sonny Hostin, you better watch what you say about somebody else, because your hood gonna be down there with Big Tony.
These are such vile comments, but they are exactly what The View's audience loves. It is targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tensions. The president says he thinks his wife should be allowed to think for—
Melania Trump has always been famously private, especially compared to other public figures. While other first ladies have embraced the spotlight, Melania has consistently chosen to stay out of it. She's been selective about her public appearances, careful with her words, and fiercely protective of her family's privacy. So when The View's hosts made these personal remarks, it's no surprise she was reportedly outraged. For someone who's avoided the spotlight, these comments crossed a line. They weren't just about her role as First Lady, they delved into her marriage, her happiness, and even her personal choices. Imagine being in her shoes. You've spent years building a reputation, only to have it torn apart on national television. It's easy to see why Melania felt compelled to take action. But this isn't just about defending her reputation. It's about setting a precedent. A precedent that says public figures, no matter how famous, deserve respect and privacy.
Allegedly, he was cheating while Melania was pregnant.
That was all. That's not going to come in front of the jury, though. The judge has ruled that won't come up.
We're on television now. And then after Melania gave birth to the baby, he found Stormy to strip around with, right?
Yes.
It's like people should look at him and say, you know, what kind of an insecure jerk are you? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my wife's pregnant. I'm not attracted to her big belly or something. And now she's paying attention to the baby and not me.
Melania's response was swift and decisive. She filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against The View, arguing that their claims were not only untrue, but also deeply harmful to her reputation. This isn't just about bruised feelings. It's a deliberate effort to safeguard her image and prevent damaging falsehoods from spreading unchecked. Most public figures might let these things slide. They might release a statement, wait for the controversy to blow over, or simply ignore it altogether. But not Melania. She's coming out swinging, and with $100 million on the line, she's showing she's not here to play. But why now? Some speculate it's about more than just The View. With Donald Trump's ongoing legal battles and controversies dominating the news cycle, this lawsuit might be part of a larger plan to reassert her presence in the public eye. Whether that's true or not, one thing's for sure. Melania is making it clear that she won't be silenced. This isn't the first time The View has landed in hot water for making inflammatory comments. The show has a history of pushing boundaries, often at the expense of public figures. From politicians to celebrities, no one is safe from their candid and sometimes brutal opinions. But this time, the stakes are higher than ever. With $100 million on the line, this lawsuit could be a turning point, not just for The View, but for the entire media industry. If Melania wins, it could force talk shows and news outlets to rethink how they handle personal topics about public figures. And let's not forget the hosts themselves. While they're known for their bold takes, this lawsuit could have serious consequences for their careers. Will they double down on their comments, or will they issue an apology? Only time will tell.
Would be made that you would have to be sitting here defending him.
You never thought about that, but I'm not surprised in one way, because a lot of people, they're against my husband, and he's run for president. So nothing surprised me.
It's got to be hard though. I mean, it's got to be a difficult thing.
In one way, it's hard because press, it's very dishonest, and it's a lot of lies that they've written also about me as my husband. And you need to defend yourself all the time.
Because I do want to get back to this point with the left and Melania Trump. Why can't she just be her own woman and have separate?
And she can.
And so why all that criticism? I mean, that was gross from The View. And look, The View is not the litmus test of America. We don't think that.
They were afraid of that remark. That was their problem.
So why did they handle it that way?
This case raises serious questions about the balance between free speech and media responsibility. Where's the line between opinion and defamation? Should public figures expect their private lives to remain off limits, or is scrutiny just part of the deal? The outcome of this lawsuit could redefine those boundaries, setting a precedent for how the media handles personal stories about politicians, celebrities, and their families. It's a complex issue, and one that doesn't have easy answers. On one hand, the media plays a crucial role in holding public figures accountable. On the other hand, there's a fine line between accountability and invasion of privacy. This case could force us to confront those tough questions, and the answers could change everything. As Melania takes legal action, Donald Trump is grabbing headlines for entirely different reasons. Naturally, some are speculating whether this move by Melania is more than just a reaction to The View's comments. Could it be a calculated effort to draw some of the media spotlight back onto her? With Trump's controversies and legal battles dominating the news cycle, this lawsuit might be part of a larger plan to reassert her presence in the public eye. After all, Melania has always been a master of timing and strategy. Whether this is about justice, reputation, or something else entirely, one thing's for sure, it's working. But not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that Melania is leveraging the situation for publicity, while others see her actions as a bold stand to protect her reputation and set clear boundaries on what's acceptable in media discourse. The truth likely lies somewhere in between.
Critics are going hard after a liberal media member for vile comments about Melania Trump. The First Lady appears to signal her support for reproductive rights in a video out yesterday.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth. Individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
And this take is pretty shocking.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
Wow. I mean, that is violent. They've got to stop talking like that about president who's had 2 assassination attempts. I mean, that's just ignorant.
This case has the potential to change how the media talks about public figures forever. Whether Melania wins or loses, the outcome could send shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Is Melania fighting for justice? Or is this a calculated move to reclaim the spotlight? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this is a story that's far from over. As the legal battle unfolds, all eyes will be on Melania, The View, and the courts to see how this high-stakes drama plays out. So, what's your take? Is Melania justified in filing this lawsuit, or could this case set a risky precedent for free speech in the media? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest twists and turns. This is a story you won't want to miss.